I'm Paula Kinney from Love Your Nest Kitchen Design Studio, and today we're at Marble Builder Direct in Cleveland, Ohio, and we're talking about step number 6 in the stress-free kitchen remodel. It's selecting countertops. So, first I'd like to talk about the things you should bring when you select your countertops, and then we'll go into a little bit of detail of the different options for countertops. So, I always suggest that my clients, or usually not my clients because I do all that for them, but for anyone that's looking for countertops, I always suggest you bring a sample door with you when you're looking for your countertops. Flooring, if you have a piece of your flooring, it's just a great idea to try to get a sample of your flooring so you can bring it with you to make a good selection. And then also backsplash tile. If there's any tile that you think you like, I always say try to pick 2 to 3 backsplash tiles you think you like, because that might help you determine which countertop you want. One of the 3 may look best with a particular countertop. So you always want to bring these items, and also you want to bring a copy of your layout. So you should have already, by now, you're in step number 6. You will have a kitchen layout. That will help the fabricator give you pricing for your countertop, and one price over the other, or some other qualities might be more beneficial for you, and you'll want to choose, that'll help you choose your countertops. So the different types of countertops that are most common right now are laminate countertops, which sometimes people will say Formica is one of the more popular brands, but they make, there's lots of different brands for laminate countertops. It's almost like Vaseline, but it's petroleum jelly, but Formica is the most popular name. Granite countertops, acrylic, and quartz. First, we'll talk about laminate, because laminate has gotten a bad rap because we've moved on from that, and usually it's what people had before, and they're like, oh, I hated my countertops. But there is a place for laminate. Sometimes we'll do laminate in lower level kitchenettes or children's bathrooms or maybe laundry rooms, but there's so many options available. These are just some of the Formica samples. Probably can't see really good, but there's thousands of colors and textures available for laminate. One of my favorite laminates currently is like an alligator print laminate. It's great like in a men's office or like a man cave countertop, or even a man's bathroom, or even it's really cool in maybe like a powder room. So there's a lot of cool laminates. They're not like they used to be. They're a good option, and they're usually the least expensive option, although you can get it custom for your kitchen. It's just a really good affordable option if that's something you think you want. And if you don't really need the durability of a solid surface or a stone, say I've had older couples and they're like, we don't even, we won't put heat on it, and we don't have children in the home, so laminate is a good choice for them. They don't care. They're not trying to resell their home, so that's a good option for some people. So keep that in mind. Next, we'll talk about quartz countertops, which are currently the most popular. You'll see quartz all the time on TV, mostly because, and I tell people, we're in the Midwest here in Cleveland, and we're a little behind the times, so quartz is now gaining popularity here. Years ago, we were hearing it lots on TV, and you hear it now because there's different quartz manufacturers, and they can get their name on TV by donating to the different shows. So that's why you hear it so much. It's not as popular as you would think, but it is gaining in popularity. I particularly like it because it's man-made, so it's going to be perfect. The slab, if I have a small piece, it's going to be the same throughout the slab. Unlike granite or here's a small piece of quartz. Unlike granite or any other natural stone, so it enables me, when I send a kit like this for a client that lives anywhere in the country, I can send them a sample piece. They can order it from anywhere they live, and it's going to be perfectly the same no matter what. So I like it for that. I also like it because it's great for resale, and as I always say, we always want to be ahead of the trends and where things are going when you're doing your kitchen, because you're going to have it for so long. You kind of want to get, if possible, the latest and the greatest, and the things that are going to gain in popularity versus what's current now, because you'll have your kitchen for so long. You don't want it to be dated in like 3 or 4 years. So that's why I love quartz. These are some quartz samples here you'll see right here. Lots of different colors. Some people like it because it's quote unquote calmer, doesn't have as much movement as granite. We're going to go out and see some granite slabs in a minute. So the other reason people like it is because you can get a pure white. If you want pure white countertops, you can get that. You can't get that in a natural stone. Marble, which is terrible for a kitchen. Now we can get a marble look in quartz. It's going to be a solid surface that's durable, that won't stain or anything like that. So that's one of the reasons people like it, because now you can get some of the looks of some stones that are porous and not as durable. Now you can get them in the quartz. It's a solid surface. It's non-porous, and it's a great choice for kitchens. Very durable. Like any other surfaces, you don't want to put heat on it. We recommend a trivet at all times. However, if you have something in your hand, you have to put it down. Generally speaking, it's not going to ruin your countertops. That's not a practice that you want to that you want to practice. So quartz is a great option. Next, we will look at, I'll show you acrylic. So acrylic is not as popular as quartz. However, it's gaining in popularity. If you're familiar with Corian, it used to be popular, like really popular, like 15 years ago was the thing to have. That's an acrylic countertop. Now there are other manufacturers. The great thing about acrylic is it's a solid surface. Now it used to be that you could only get colors that look like this, like fake stone, looks kind of plasticky. So I didn't particularly care for it. I didn't like Corian when it was out, but it was the new thing and it was expensive and a lot of people liked it. But now you can get different colors that look like soapstone or concrete. And the great thing about acrylic countertops are they're more expensive than granite, but less expensive than quartz. So it's a great option. And they also have pure white colors. They have colors that look like Carrara marble and that kind of thing. Very durable, a great option. So when you're thinking about quartz, take a look, if you have the opportunity, at some acrylic colors. You may find some that are comparable to what you want and that they will save you some money. So we're gonna go look at granite slabs. Granite countertops will always, they're popular. Great for resale value. If you look at a home, it's one of the things they always say, granite countertops. Well, now they say granite quartz, but granite countertops, great for resale. I'll tell clients, if you're not looking to resell anytime soon, you don't need a durability, and you don't have to have it, get a laminate. If you think you want to resell, you most definitely want to get a solid surface or a granite. So, because that's what most homeowners, when they're looking, especially depending on the price point of the home, they expect to have that. And another thing that I'll tell clients, if the budget begins to get out of hand and you need to save a little bit, we can go with laminate countertops, and then in a year or so, you can upgrade to a granite or a quartz or even an acrylic countertop. So we will go and look at some granite so I can show you why it's a little more difficult and some of the ups and downs of granite countertop. Probably loud out here. We won't go too far in here. But, let's look at, I want to find one. Farhan.
Hey, Paula. Hi, everyone.
Okay, we'll look at this. This is, that's not the best example. I want to look at one that varies so that you can see why you need to. Okay. We'll look at this. Okay, so here's granite here. One of the things that limits me in particular with granite is you have to look at the slab, because the slab is a natural stone, so it can vary in color in different places. You'll see it's not uniform, so you definitely want to bring your flooring, like I said, backsplash tile, a cabinet door, so you can make a good decision. The other thing you want to think about, also, you'll have your layout. You want to determine maybe what parts you want where. So you say you may want this part in your island, and you can let your fabricator know that. Or you don't want this part on your sink wall, things like that. So it's very important to come look at your granite countertops and look at your slabs for your granite countertops, because there's a lot of detail that needs to be decided on. And I think that's it. So in terms of pricing, laminate's gonna be the least expensive, then acrylic, then granite, then quartz. However, there are granites that are considered exotic, which this is one of them, where they vary throughout the slab. Those are going to be more expensive. Granites that are very uniform and pattern like this are going to be your least expensive granite. So that's something to consider, because although granite is generally less expensive than quartz, if you go into an exotic granite, you're going to be right at starting price as quartz. So that concludes our little talk about granite countertops and how to make a selection. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Visit my website at loveyournest.co. I do offer a free PDF that has some of these bullet points on them. You can email me and I will gladly send those to you. But this is Paula Kitty from Love Your Nest Kitchen Design Studio. Have a great weekend.